Hello YouTube, we're back in this side of the studio today to look at the Diamond Selects, Marvel Selects, Venom. Let's take a quick look at that packaging. As you can see, you got a nice window here showing all the accessories, all the figure, the Venom, the Madness stuff that he comes with. On this side, you get some beautiful artwork of Venom right there. On the back, get some artwork of the figure, a little bio about Venom right there. You can read and pause to read right there. Got a little comic book right there of Venom. You got the other two figures that came out around that time with Barbarian Hulk and the Rhino. And yeah, let's open him up. And here's Venom out of the box with all of his accessories, with all the Venom Venom Madness accessories on him. And man, he looks sick out of the box. He reminds me a lot of the Marvel Legends Let There Be Carnage figure that came out. I'm going to be comparing him with that guy in a little bit, but before we do that, let's just take a quick look at this guy close up. And yeah, he does come with these extra arms out of box that you need to plug in. They are just little ports on the elbows, as you can see. And yeah, he's really cool. These heads are on ball joints, so they can swivel, as you can see. Except this little small one doesn't move. But every other head does move. And then these joints here have bicep swivels and elbow bends. About a single jointed elbow, but it does go in pretty far and swivels at the wrists, as you can see. And yeah, no, this guy looks awesome. He's definitely massive. The things about Marvel Selects are there are a 7-inch scale, so they are a bit bigger. And they do work, I do think the more bigger characters like Juggernaut, Hulk, and Venom work with your Marvel Legends because of how big they are. Other accessories, he comes with this Eddie Brock / Venom head. Then he also comes with a Venom head with his mouth, and as you can see, really nice sculpt and paint on this. You can see the teeth there and like the slime coming out of his mouth and all that. Really nicely painted right there. Then he also comes with fists, if you want to have fists on him. And as you can see, he does have, this one is a little bit shoddy, but the painting on these, it's not that bad. As you can see, that's where the web will come out from his wrists, unlike Spider-Man, who does, you know, the thwip. And here's a close-up of the Venom's other head. This is the Todd McFarlane-esque head, as you can see, and it looks perfect. Definitely reminds me of Todd McFarlane's work with Venom, as you can see. Really nice looking, and probably my favorite head out of all three of them. And if you want to see them interchanged, you can just pop the head off and then take one of these and pop it on. And there you go. This one reminds me a lot of the Spider-Man Classics Venom, if you remember that. It's definitely giving that. Really nice looking. So for articulation on this guy, head goes left and right, can look up and down just a tiny bit. Arms go all the way around. They go up about that much. You get a bicep swivel. Get a single jointed elbow that goes about 90 and then swivels at the wrists. You got a diaphragm joint right here that doesn't really move at all. It's very, very stiff. That's the one thing that I do gripe about when it comes to Marvel Selects. They give these type of articulations like a diaphragm and like that joint, but they don't really use it as much. So it's like it's there, but to be honest, it really isn't because of how much it doesn't move. You do get a waist swivel, legs kick out about that much, kick up about that much, don't really go back. You get a thigh cut, not really a thigh cut, it's all the way down here, as you can see. You get single jointed elbows, or sorry, single jointed knees that don't really go in at all. As you can see, it's kind of, and then ankles go down and up, and no ankle pivot on this guy. So yeah, he, again, from Marvel Select, doesn't have a lot of articulation, but for being just a really nice, like, big Venom figure, you can definitely get some decent poses with this guy. Like, you know, have him, like, lurking and stuff. Like, pose like this, maybe. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. You're just not gonna get some, like, Spider-Man type dynamic poses with this guy. Here he, yeah, oh shit. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Carnage that will not stand. As you can see, Carnage is still huge next to this guy, but I still think they look pretty nice next to each other, as you can see. If I can get this Carnage standing, this would probably make a really good thumbnail. To compare him with some other Venoms, here he is with the Absorbing Man Marvel Legend, right here. To compare him with some other Venom figures, here he is with the Absorbing Man Waves Marvel Legend. Here he is with the Marvel Superhero Masters Venom. And then lastly, here he is next to the movie Venom. And for fun, since he's the only real Spider-Man I have on hand at the moment, here he is next to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. For another sense of scale. As you can see, this Venom is pretty big, but I think that could work in some pictures. You can definitely make the aspect work. So yeah, that was my look at the Marvel Selects Venom. This figure's honestly really cool. I love the size and stature of this figure. I know the articulation is not the greatest because it is a Marvel Select and they can't really do as much as they can because Marvel Legends exists, but I still think this figure's great. He looks great, feels pretty nice, and yeah, just a nice representation of Todd McFarlane's Venom. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Methinks you should pound that like button.